Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tomorrow, Barcelona will face off against Napoli in the second leg of the UCL round of 16 in Montjuic. And the winner of this game will secure their spot in the UCL quarterfinals. When Barca win this game, I scripted that by the way, if you couldn't tell, I scripted that whole thing. When Barca win this game, they will secure their first quarterfinal berth since 2020. That was 4 years ago, bro. 4 years ago. That was the last time Barca made it to the UCL quarterfinals, and we all know what happened in that game. We got spanked by Bayern Munich 8-2, one of the most historic and embarrassing losses, not just in the history of Barcelona, but in the history of the UCL. I still have nightmares about that game. But you know what? That was then, this is now, that is the past, it is behind us. We are now hopefully moving on to bigger and better things. And as a fan of this club, I'm both extremely excited, but also extremely nervous and scared for this game. But you know what? Those are the emotions that I felt before every big Barcelona UCL game ever since I can remember. Going back to 2009 and 2011 and 2015 when we were the best team in the world, and even now in present day. Because in the UCL, anything can happen. These players hear that anthem, they're playing against Barcelona, a big team, they hear the UCL song, and all of a sudden something arises in them and they turn into like prime R9. I mean, we saw that with Lucas Moura, obviously, against Ajax. You never know what can happen in this competition, and the margins are so thin. But in those years, in 2009, 2011, 2015, I was more excited than nervous because I knew the team that we had and the quality that we had. And if we just played our game, we were going to win. Because those teams had, obviously, Pep or Luis Enrique as the coach, two GOATs, obviously. And then they also had Messi and Xavi and Iniesta and Suarez and Neymar and Eto'o and Henry. All these proven UCL, fucking monsters. This team doesn't have that. So for this game, I'm more scared than excited. But still, it's the emotions that every fan feels before their team plays in a big game. I'm sure Napoli fans feel the same way about tomorrow's game. But today, we're going to preview this game. I'm going to give you guys my score prediction, what I want to see from the team, my keys to the game, and then you guys can let me know your score prediction and all your keys to the game in the comment section as well, because I love to read that. But yeah, man, let's get into this because I'm super excited to talk about this game tomorrow. Both of these teams, Napoli and Barcelona, have changed drastically since they last played each other 3 weeks back. And both of the teams actually look a lot better. Both Napoli and Barcelona are coming into this game unbeaten. They have both not managed to lose a game for the past 4 matches that they've had. Obviously, the game in the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, the first leg was a tie. And then Napoli, since their new manager came in, have not lost a single game. And Barca also have not lost a single game. And we actually had one of our most convincing performances of the season, the 4-0 against Getafe, directly after the Napoli game. But we haven't lost on the pitch, but we've lost off the pitch. Since that game, we've obviously lost Frenkie de Jong and Pedri. We lost them both last week in San Mamés against Athletic Club Bilbao. And Napoli, from what I've seen, have not suffered any major injuries since that game. So obviously we're coming in with a disadvantage. Frenkie de Jong and Pedri are two of the best players in Barcelona, and they are not going to be available for the game on Tuesday, which is, again, very concerning, but still, it happens. Injuries happen to everybody. But, Napoli have looked a lot better, man. Kvaratskhelia, since the new manager came in, he's been scoring goals for fun. Victor Osimhen looks better. And the team just looks rejuvenated as a whole. And that's just our fucking luck as Barca, man. Just our luck that they get a new manager and this new manager, bump comes in and they're playing great now. Or, they're playing some really good football. But whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to mostly talk about Barcelona today because obviously that's my team, the team that I care about. I can't really speak to you much about how Napoli's been playing. I've been looking at the results. I've been looking at some of their highlights of the games. I've not watched a full Napoli game since they played Barca. I just thought they've been playing a lot better, but that's all I can say about Napoli. Now to talk about Barcelona. First of all, let's talk about the lineup that I want to see tomorrow because Xavi has a tall task at hand without Frenkie de Jong and Pedri for this game. Because we saw against Mallorca on Friday, was it? We won that game thanks to, obviously, Lamine Yamal, but we did not look good whatsoever, and our midfield creation was lacking heavily. Because obviously we're playing two guys who are not midfielders. Christensen and obviously Rafinha in the midfield. They're not midfielders, natural midfielders. Our only natural midfielder out there is Gundogan. And again, that's going to be the same for this game on Tuesday. Nothing has changed since then. Frenkie de Jong and Pedri are not fit for the game. They're not going to be playing. So we got to make do with Xavi, has to make do with what he has. So in goal, I want to see obviously Ter Stegen. The back line, which has looked really solid the past couple games. I want to see Koundé, who looks back to his best. I want to see Araujo, obviously. I want to see the legend in the making, Pau Cubarsí, as the other center back. And at left back, of course, I want to see Joao Cancelo. And that back line has been the same back line that we've been playing for the past couple weeks. And they've played really, really well. Barca since the Napoli game, I think they've conceded 1 goal actually. Have they conceded at all? Barca have not conceded actually. I just fucking saw it. We've not conceded a single goal since the Napoli game. So the back line has been playing a lot better, and that in large part has to do with the fact that Cubarsí is playing amazing, obviously the 17-year-old, and Koundé has found his form again. And that back line handled Napoli's front line with ease, I should say, in the first game. I mean, Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia did fuck off for the first 70 minutes of that game, and then obviously Victor Osimhen got his goal, and then the game kind of flipped. But we actually held them in check, and I think Koundé dealt really well with Kvaratskhelia, and Araujo dealt really well with Osimhen. So I want to see that same back four. Fuck, there's a mosquito in my room. I fucking killed that shit, bro. Look at that. Look at that, man. That's how hyped I am. Fuck. Okay, we'll deal with that later. So I want to see that lineup. Then the midfield three, I want to see Gundogan, I want to see Christensen as the DM, and I want to see Fermin Lopez as the other midfielder. I don't want to see Rafinha play in the midfield, okay? It's something that I don't like seeing, okay? So just play Christensen, play Gundogan, and play Fermin. You can allow Fermin. Obviously, we have Christensen as the DM for that cover, even though he hasn't been great in possession, but you know, defensively he's been very sound. You have Gundogan who can push up and Fermin who can push up, and then like, is it gonna be perfect? No, but you're gonna do with what you have. And again, I don't want to see Rafinha or Joao Felix play some pseudo midfield role, which doesn't work for them. And I damn sure don't want to see Sergio Roberto playing that role. So those are the players that I want to see in the midfield. I want to see obviously that midfield three. And then the front three, I want to see Lamine Yamal on the right. He has to play no matter what. That kid, I know we're running him into the ground, and I hate the fact that he's been playing so many games. But Lamine Yamal must play. He's been our best player since the turn of the calendar. So he has to play. As striker, I want to see Lewandowski. Leo's been good the past couple games, man. Coming off the bench against Mallorca, he looked really, really good. And against Napoli, he scored the goal, obviously. He's been decent. I shit on him a lot in the beginning of the year, but the past few games, he has not been the problem. And I want to see Lewandowski play because he lives for these UCL nights. He came to Barca for these nights. UCL round of 16 against Napoli, you make it happen, and you show why you're one of the top scorers and one of the greatest players in this competition's history. And then at left wing, is it Rafinha? Is it Joao Felix? It's got to be Rafinha. We cannot play Joao Felix anymore. I don't want to see Joao Felix on this team. Okay? He cannot be on this team. So play Rafinha out there, and then hopefully, like, you can obviously have them both back up Lewandowski. You can have him alternate positions. It doesn't matter. I know Rafinha's not really comfortable on the left, but you do not play Joao Felix out there. And we also don't have Ferran. I would like to see Victor Roque out there. I would like to see Roque come out there on the left-hand side, but I know Xavi's not going to do that because he barely plays Roque and definitely doesn't start Roque. But I do think Roque can be a good guy to have off the bench, and I hope he comes off the bench. He must come off the bench in this game because every time Roque comes off the bench, and Barca fans, if you're watching, if you obviously watch the games, you can attest. Every time he comes off the bench, he makes something happen. But I think, to me, that's the lineup that I want to see. I think most Barca fans would agree with that. I want to see a back four of the ones we've always had. Cancelo, Araujo, Cubarsí, and Koundé. Midfield three, Gundogan, Christensen, and Fermin. And then a front three of Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal on the right, and then obviously or Rafinha on the left, or hopefully Roque. But just Roque or Rafinha. One of the two Brazilians. I don't want to see Joao Felix. Put one of the two Brazilians out there, sorry. Okay? So that's the lineup that I want to see. And I think the key to this game, and it's been the key for Barca this whole season, honestly, is get out to an early lead. We saw that last time. We got out to we scored the first goal in that game, but then we kind of just let up and let them come back on us. But I think if Barca can get an early lead in this game, if we can get a goal in the first 10, 15 minutes in the first half, obviously, we can take control of this game. And it's going to be really hard for Napoli to beat us at home. Again, Napoli has been playing better, but Barca have to get out on the front foot. We cannot concede early because this team lets their heads down a little bit too much every time we concede first. And then again, we don't know what Barca team we're going to get. Are we going to get the Barca team that comes back and, you know, it's like Napoli score first and then we score two off the bounce? I don't know. But I don't want to risk it. So we have to score first, in my opinion, and just get that early confidence, early momentum, and then have a little bit more control of the game. That's my key to this game tomorrow. I know it's maybe people might say I'm a casual. If you're looking for tactics and breakdown, you're not gonna find that here. The football purists, other people on TikTok do great breakdowns of that. I'm not this like tactician expert, okay? I'm just going off, you know, what I see and like what my trained eye that I've been watching football for a long time. But again, I've never claimed to be a tactics expert, okay? That's not what. If you're on this channel, you're not coming here for that. You're coming here for passion and vibes, okay? And that's what we're giving you today. Passion and vibes. I'm super passionate about tomorrow's game. I cannot wait to watch what Barca do, okay? And I will be riding with this team until the end. And I really do believe we're going to win tomorrow's game. My prediction for tomorrow's game is Barca win. Listen to me, okay? 2-0. We're not going to concede. We're going to keep Victor Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia in check. We're going to make him look like this dead fucking bug that's on my finger right now. We're going to make him look like that. I've done this whole video with this fucking guy on my finger, by the way. Isn't that crazy? I just refuse to get up. I'm in the zone right now. I refuse to get up and go wash my hands, okay? We're going to do this now. I just killed a fucking mosquito out of passion, bro. Okay? We're going to win this game. I believe it. I believe it. I believe in Barca and the Barca that I've seen over the past couple weeks, and I do think we've been playing better. And I believe in Xavi to do what he needs to do in tomorrow's game and be more proactive, not just reactive. Bring in Roque earlier, okay? If Fermin's not working, take him out and bring in maybe Sergio or change something, make something happen, bro. And we need our manager to react, to be proactive, not reactive, not just make changes when he sees things are going to shit, but like sense it before it's happening. I know it's hard, but that's what you get paid for. So tomorrow, man, I'm super excited for tomorrow's game. I cannot wait to see what Barca come out with. I'm going to be doing a watch along of the game, by the way. If you made it this far into the video, I'm going to be watching the game live here on my YouTube. If you've never been to a watch along, I recommend you come to this one. If you're going to make one watch along for my YouTube channel in your whole life, make sure it's tomorrow's game. Because I will be, my excitement level will be up to 1,000. It's going to be a really, really fun watch along in my opinion. And if Barca lose, I'll be distraught and you guys can laugh at me if you hate me or if you're a rival fan. And if Barca win, we'll all be happy. And if you love me and if you like my channel, if you like seeing Barca win, then we will all be happy together. But yeah, man, those are my keys to the game, even though this video was mostly based on passion and love, not just really like the game itself. But again, Napoli's coming in with good form, so are we. Again, we've lost two of our best players, which is not great. But you know what? It happens. It's football. And yeah, man, I just hope Barca can come out tomorrow and get a result and then hopefully make the UCL quarterfinals. And after this, we will see what happens. But the next time Barca play in the UCL, it's going to be what? I think it's going to be early April. Maybe by that time, Frankie de Jong and Pedri are healthy. And then who knows what happens. But again, Napoli, we cannot take them lightly. We cannot be thinking ahead right now. We got to think about Napoli and beating them because, again, we're in no position to be thinking ahead with how bad Barca's been this year. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love every single one of you. Let me know your predictions and everything you want to see from Barca in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you guys on the watch along tomorrow. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for 7K, by the way. It means the world to me. You guys are honestly the greatest. I posted something on my community tab, but I want to say it here on camera as well. Thank you so much for 7K. It's crazy, bro. Thank you guys, man. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me. I love you all, and I'll catch you guys on the next one on Tuesday for the watch along. Peace out.